Yeah, Marvel Snap's newest card is Jocasta, and I think she might be kind of nuts. She put out some crazy numbers in this deck today, often equaling a total power output of, 13, 15, 17 power, sometimes even more than that, with crazy end of turn manipulations on Invisible Woman first steps in particular, doubling up this activate that then scales like crazy with end of turn effects of Havoc and Thena, like we saw in the past, the kind of Prodigy Invisible Woman stuff. Now you can do that with Jocasta really easily, and play order doesn't really matter as much. But then Jocasta also feeds into other synergies like Fantasticar, making this go off again. Again, buffing Havoc and Thena even more with extra Fantasticar hits, but also Hydra Bob and Black Cat. On top of that, there's also the activate side of this deck as well, with Awesome Andy, Herbie, and Omega Sentinel that are just purely activate cards that can also put out some big numbers with one of these like splashes into that Jocasta location, an extra 7 because of Omega Sentinel. Herbie doubling an extra time, for instance, can be like another 6 thanks to Jocasta. Andy is another 4 when activated by Jocasta, and suddenly it's just a lot of numbers getting put out, and Jocasta netting herself an extra 10 plus power really, really easily thanks to all of these extra activations. And that made this deck feel like really cohesive, despite kind of being two different things. The activate and end of turn side of this deck is fused together really nicely thanks to Invisible Woman first steps and Fantasticar. It actually plays really, really well. I will say the one card that didn't feel super good to me was like Scarlet Spider. Just a little more expensive, and Jocasta hitting a Scarlet Spider is fine, but it like barely competes with even Herbie or Awesome Andy, who are much cheaper. So I might swap this out for something else instead. I haven't thought about what just yet, but that was the one kind of card that didn't feel like a good fit to me. But the rest of this just absolutely felt amazing. I fired off a quick 8-3 run with this one as well while recording for the video today. So really promising results there too. All in all, just some big time numbers on a shell basically that's already kind of proven, and now you get to add in some other powerful stuff into the mix as well. And yeah, this seemed like a real recipe for success. So I'll be keeping a close eye on the data on this one to see if that holds up over time, but certainly seems like a very promising card right now, as you're about to see. Okay, Bob. Great portal. Nothing great for us, probably. Yeah, that's actually that actually is an end of turn card. Wait a minute. That could be great for us, dude. Fantasticar could hit that. I don't think we want, the Invisible Woman turning it on twice, but everything else might be okay. Is Hydra Bob good here? Nah, let's just put him on the... I think we can do better, right? Like, double Invisible Woman already feels better. Clearly, like a Fantasticar. A Havoc double Invisible Woman's already insane, right? Oh, yeah, this is going to be nuts, yeah. I don't think you go double Havoc next turn, do you? It's actually not that crazy, but Jocasta would just be so good, potentially, that I think you just don't do that. You can wait to play these on the final turn or whatever. Scarlet Spider's fine. Actually, though, if I say that, if I go Thing mid into double dudes here... We probably don't want Scarlet Spider mid, actually. We probably want him right. I think we'll have more space. Warlock! That's sick. Warlock Hope Summers is fun. Jocasta is honestly bonkers if it rolls into the Invisible Woman location, dude. Oh my god, please. Please roll left. It doesn't matter, it's still good, but roll left. Oh my god. Oh my good god, dude. We just have 1,000,000 points, I think. I think we just literally have 1,000,000 points. Double Havoc's got to be better, but it would be kind of cool to put the Fantasticar in there for the Jocasta to buff. But I care more about double Havoc, right? So you go Jocasta's first, then you go Invisible Woman's, and you just watch the fireworks, I guess, man. Obviously, Scarlet Spider's not doing anything here. Dude, this is going to just be a jillion points, right? I don't even know, dude. This is why I made the deck. It's like Jocasta Invisible Woman, right? Like, we hit like all of the right cards for this, which is not easy to do. I was a little worried this would be too kind of split in half, like half intern, half activate, and they wouldn't sync up that well. But so far, they've actually felt pretty good. There's just enough little connections that it's never felt like one side was stranded, because Jocasta has some hits, Invisible Woman still has some hits. Fantasticar kind of, fuses the end of turn and activate together as well, of course. So that's a nice connection point, so that you've kind of got a third angle there. I guess, do we ever run out of energy? The Havocs maybe don't get that crazy big because they kind of run out of energy, right? But the Thenas should be really big. I did play 2 cards for Thena, right? I'm sure of it. I must have. Hit Monkey is actually nuts. The opponent is also having a crazy turn, to be honest. I'm actually a little scared. Hold up. I think we're gonna be fine mid and left though for sure. Right actually looks out of range though, but I mean mid's got to be enough. It's Thena and Havoc, but the Havocs are gonna run out of energy, so it does. No, we're fine. No, it's okay. It's okay. I worried for nothing. The Havocs, the first Havoc's gonna get big. The second one might not have anything left. I think if they proceed in order, right? So it is just gonna be a really big mid and left. Because this is going to eat most of the energy. Because it only has a max of 6 to eat. So he's going to gain 18 maybe. And then the other one just does nothing, I think. Is that right? Yeah. He gained 18 and the other one did nothing. Yeah, that is literally the perfect game for this deck. Literally the perfect game. Kind of using Jocasta as a prodigy, right? Basically. But a prodigy that can be played whenever and it still sort of works. You know, you don't have to worry about positioning or whatever. Like the classic Prodigy Invisible Woman combo when this deck first hit. But of course, Jocasta also has other synergies in this deck as well sometimes. You know, sometimes it's an Omega Sentinel, sometimes it's a Herbie, sometimes it's a Scarlet Spider, but then sometimes it's an Invisible Woman and you get to do this, which is completely insane. Like just completely nutty power output. All right, Utopia is pretty nuts. Yeah, we like that. Lots of mid-game cards for us in that 3 to 4 range that need to all be played out. Hand looks interesting, yeah. Need that Jocasta always. Asgard we can load up, sure. Thena can come down later, yeah. We're not gonna be activating Thena anytime soon anyway. So like, yeah, Sentinel mid just to set up a Jocasta lane makes sense to me. Can still dump a thing in there for some power too. Strange Academy will dodge. This is actually also still good for Jocasta, but maybe a well-timed Omega Sentinel could stop like a Deadpool in its tracks, right? Like, you know, if they go for Agony Deadpool, for instance, we could just boom them with that. Fantastic Art here looks great for Asgard. And I think, oh my God, really? I think better than Scarlet Spider because, you know, we have these 2 end of turn cards that are really strong. A thing that's potentially really strong. A thing with like Wolverine though is kind of weird, admittedly. We could get a Jocasta next turn too off this draw because I think we're almost always going to win Asgard. Is this a bot? No, I don't think so. I don't think bots ever have the conquest portrait thingy job, right? I don't think so. This does really, really lock us in here on a power standpoint. I guess the question is maybe, do we care? Because you're going to have like Thena and Havoc to be crazy strong. You're going to have Omega Sentinel to be crazy strong. In a weird way, you actually, you know, there's Thena Havoc, but there's also like Thing Hydra Bob, which isn't terrible either, you know. I guess Thing's kind of bad though. I need to play Jocasta this turn and I need to play Scarlet Spider this turn. Yeah, I think it's probably still just Havoc Thena. It feels kind of weird to only spend 4 energy on the final turn, but I feel like that's going to be our best combination with the double Invisible Woman, right? Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm never gonna have priority here. Oh no, dude. Oh wait, do I have priority? There's no way. Oh no, I don't. It's 8 to 8. We lost a 50-50 flip on priority. Are you kidding me? Because if they Arnim Zola this, now I can't double dip on it. Oh, that's so frustrating. Are we big enough to win, guys? I kind of doubt it, but I don't know, maybe. It doesn't seem like it, right? I mean, it's a lot of power. Remember, I can't play these because I want Thena active, I think. I don't think we ever beat Arnim Zola now, right? Because it's going to be 26 and 26. If I just won the 50-50 priority flip, they'd be flipping a 1 power card. It would have gone to 1 power, right? Like, I think there's actually still a chance we win. Because we're definitely winning left for free. Right is also going to be close because we're hitting, you know, a Panther. Does it target the same one twice or does it readjust its targeting? Oh, it's definitely going to readjust targeting, yeah, as expected. But remember, if it was 13, it would have gone down to 6, which still would have been the biggest card on board and still would have won the game. Like, it's crazy. I mean, we're fine, right? Thena's going to hold here, I think. She's gaining 12 or something, right? So that doesn't even count the Fantastic R still incoming. This is just a great clean win anyway, and we honestly would have had the nuts if would have had the nuts. Like imagine, oh, that would have been so sick if we won that 50-50 flip on priority. Yeah, because it was 13, right? I think it was 13. Yeah, because it was 26. It was 13. It would have gone down to 6 from the first Sentinel, and then it would have gone down to -1 actually, because 6 still would have been the biggest card on board. It would have gone on to -1. It would have doubled to -2. Dude, that would have been the sickest highlight. Oh, I'm not kidding. Priority sucks. It was 13-5 and 18-6, right? So it was just straight up 50-50 flip. Man, that's annoying. That would have been so sick. Oh, just imagine in your minds how cool that would have been. Still a great win. I'm not mad either way, but that would have been so extra sick. Hey, Black Cat on 1. I really like the 1 cost Black Cat. Actually might just kind of be too strong if I really think about it, but I still think she's pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. What is my thumbnail for this video going to be, by the way, guys? Jocasta something. I need Jocasta in the thumbnail, but I don't know what. Jocasta plus... man, I don't know. Black Cat Jocasta could actually be kind of cool, honestly. That's actually kind of sick, dude. Yeah, no, that's probably what it is. Whoa! Herbie, relax. It's crazy you got to hit escape to get out of that screen. I don't remember having to do that before. Do we go for Herbie Rock? I mean, it's obviously a little better if you can wait until like Jocasta, you know, like to not activate pre-Jocasta. But we're kind of getting to a point where this game where Jocasta might not be that good. I feel like we're more of an end of turn path this game. Herbie +2. What does that put us at? 7 next turn? Does that open up anything good? Invisible Woman Omega Sentinel is pretty good, and then we don't actually really have anything for Invisible Woman right now other than Havoc. I guess Havoc Scarlet Spider's okay, but not great. It would also maybe open up some Jocasta lines. I'm just wondering if I value the power more or the activate more. I don't know. Could also open up Thing Havoc. Oh, we also have Dream Dimension. Oh shoot! So all that math I just said is completely wrong. But I guess it's still going to be valuable because it, you know, will create lines that otherwise just wouldn't exist. Hala, that is a bold move to destroy your Galacta. Okay. Maybe they thought Galacta would snipe a Herbie and Legion would snipe left, which is a totally reasonable thing to think, but it worked out well for us, thank God. Feel like this deck does like to kind of focus in on 2 spots a lot. Oh, they turned off Dream Dimension. That's insane. Jocasta can now hit as well, which is nuts. Oh, opponent's just retreating. Yeah, dude. This was going to be sick because Jocasta, Omega Sentinel were going to be amazing on the final turn, right? Like, Fantasticar is going to buff this by 8 now. Maybe more if you put a thing over there. Sentinel was going to dome this Legion probably twice for -14, which means you actually win left just off of that, theoretically, right? That was an insane Jocasta line incoming. I really wish they'd stayed out of this game. Andy. The awesome Andy. He's pretty cool. Some might even say he's awesome. Do we? Oh, that's kind of a bad timing for Black Cat. Given the hand we have, neither of these look particularly better. I mean, this is sort of 6 points. This is sort of 5. That does actually depend a little bit on what you hit, though. You know, if you had a Fantasticar, Black Cat could be more. If you hit Jocasta, Andy's going to be way more. Spider Island. Okay. Hey, we hit the Jocasta. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Jocasta's fine. If it's Spider Island, I definitely want cards here early. This is maybe otherwise hard to get to, right? Tiny Cassandra. Add a more lock strong cards, though. That's always scary. Be like Mr. Negative or something. Do we go Scarlet Spider? I guess you go Invisible Woman. Well, with Havoc, Invisible Woman mid actually does look pretty good. You can go Invisible Woman mid, Havoc left, and then I don't know, you kind of like want a thing here too, but maybe you got to trust the Havoc with the, you know, you got 2 Invisible Womans, so he gains quite a bit of power. I don't have a good follow-up on that though. Like I'm kind of saying, hey, I got to rely on spiders and maybe like Athena or Fantasticar just for numbers even, right? Athena. Okay, that's even better. Oh, that's the way we wanted that to go though. So yeah, mid's like weak, but The Andy's gonna go off before the Scarlet Spider, the first one anyway, so he's gonna lose some buffs, right, I guess. But this should still be, I think it's enough, because it's gonna be hard for them to win right too, I think. Yeah, this is a crazy, like, okay, they're actually kind of doing similar stuff to us, though. That's scary, though. They don't have double Invisible Woman, though, so surely we're okay, right? I need, like, just big Fantastic Car or something, right? If I activate all the spiders first and then play a card right, actually, I might be able to lock Havoc in. So Jocasta, Scarlet Spider's gonna send 2 spiders, and then Herbie goes over, right? Oh, but I need, hold up, I need to. Oh, well, no, I don't wanna activate. Oh, no, I can't, because this is end of turn. No, I can, that's fine, right? This is end of turn, so that doesn't matter. So then you send the spiders. Well, I mean, I guess they're not guaranteed to go left, though. They're obviously not guaranteed to go left, but I mean, this should be fine, right? I think I did this right. I kind of went fast, but I think I did it right. I'm hoping Havoc gets staggered right, but it's actually pretty unlikely. You'd have to have Scarlet Spiders all roll left, but it's possible. We gave ourselves that chance. I don't even know if it matters, though. It might actually in some ways just be better that Havoc goes left. It may not be relevant. I will say Scarlet Spiders might have a hard time beating stuff right, but okay, so 1 spider went there. You know, in other words, if Havoc goes left, we might lose both mid and right. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose right now. Because that Havoc's going to 7, right? Do we have an Andy left? Oh, we have an Andy. Did that save us at all? Left, we're gonna just dominate, unfortunately. I think we're cooked right, though, aren't we? Oh, wait, is there any energy left? There's a lot of Havocs. Oh, he went to 10, but he already... This might be out of energy. How much energy is left? Is he going to 7 for a tiebreaker? We win a tiebreaker? Yeah, we win a tiebreaker, dude. Havoc's scaling like crazy still. Yeah, we win a tiebreaker, dude. Nice. Are we out of Andys? Yeah, we only got the 1 Andy. Oh, nice, dude. Okay. So it actually was probably pretty smart the way I did it to give myself this out, you know? Like, we kind of had I guess, what, a 25%er that Havoc stayed right. But this was actually a decent backup plan thanks to the Andy. Activate the robots. They're coming to destroy us. Activate the robots. Oh, okay. This Thena's not going to be good for a minute, but it does make the Invisible Woman a compelling card all on its own, right? I think that's fine. Yeah, we can just play this like on turn 5 with Invisible Woman, right? So that's fine. We're definitely just going to rip Jocasta. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this here because I know left is really safe for Jocasta Omega Sentinel. And that's good enough, right? Miniaturized Lab. Oh my god, I'm a genius too. That helps even more, man. You go Jocasta over, or excuse me, you go Sentinel over Fantasticar, I think, right? You could actually still play either of them on 6 and get a decent hit out of it. I'm just trying to decide who's worth more points. I will have 2 end of turn cards on board we know of. So this is worth kind of 4 on the Jocasta, but this is worth 7 per Jocasta. Now it is, you know, like a little different from a targeting standpoint. That doesn't necessarily always equate to the right result. We can also go Andy Invisible Woman instead of the Thena, I guess. That's honestly probably better, right? And then you just dump Thena plus like, well, yeah, he's kind of worth the same as Fantasticar right now, right? Because we're gonna have a Thena and a Black Cat anyway. So yeah, you could just go Fantasticar for the body next turn, I guess, and then Thena. Thena's gonna scale a ton. Fantasticar goes right just to get you to 10 right. Well, more than that with Andy, I guess. But I am like a little bit reliant on an Omega Sentinel, maybe. Oh, danger. Oh my god, I didn't even see the danger, dude. No! No! It's a disaster! I mean, this still just wins though, right? Like, it still just wins. We just ripped through the Negasonic with Fantasticar and Theta. Black Cat's not huge though, is the only thing. Like, Black Cat's a little soft maybe. She's going to 9, right? I mean, we are kind of tied up left though, so it just depends. Like, can they beat 9 and whatever this is, like 12 or more? You know, it's, you know, I don't... I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Thena's, of course, way bigger than Fantastic. They did still play mid, so can Thena beat whatever these 2-card combos are. That makes me nervous. This looks buffed by Surge as well, so that's kind of scary. She's going to like, what, 16 though, I think? Oh, no! What an insane 50-50 to lose. That's so annoying, dude. Oh, actually, maybe Thing beat us anyway, but if Thena's left, there's no way. No, she solos. She solos. Oh, what an annoying 50-50 to lose, man. Oh, dude, we would have had a chill 24 left. Ah, freaking Juggernaut, man. I hate Juggernaut Negasonic. Even with these nerfs, they still suck. You can go left, Black Cat. We have nothing for Titan. I'm actually really excited to make a Black Cat Jocasta thumbnail now. I wasn't sure what I was gonna make. I don't know, do I start with the base art of Black Cat and like recolor her to look like Jocasta, putting Jocasta's head on there, or do I start with the Jocasta art and recolor to look like Black Cat? No, I gotta start with the Black Cat art. I think there's various reasons for that, but I'll just put Jocasta's face and coloring on Black Cat. I think that'll look good. I actually, dude, the Rock is pretty good, right? Like, that's just solid, good numbers. It's pretty good for Thing as well. Might just go ahead and do that, to be honest. I don't really see a Jocasta incoming. I think we just take the Rock. Invisible Woman. Maybe I even just play Invisible Woman on this too, right? Because I think that's going to be enough with Thing. It does mean Thing's going to go off on turn 5, which... that does make him a bit smaller, but I think it kills most of the things we care about anyway, like High Evo, Sunspots, Scorpions, you know, Cyclops. Like a lot of the targets you would want to hit anyway get hit, I think. So, okay, that's actually good news because this is a deck that runs 6 drops. That's really nice. Fantastic card can go left, yeah. That actually, we could actually line up the Fantastic card next turn for Thing, so it's slightly bigger if we want it to be, but I don't think we need it to be. Like we said, I think it's fine. I think Cyclops is, you know, a good 50-50 target anyway. This will go to 7. That means Cyclops is hittable, yeah. I mean, I guess, do you actually want to play Omega Sentinel, though? Because it's the only way to get this off ever, right? Is if I do it now. Maybe put that over there. It's just a bit of a flyer. This does mean I'm only ever playing the Thing next turn, though. Because I don't have another 1-drop. Is that okay? Like, does left hold? Does right hold? This buffs +4 here, so you're like, you know, 13 and 4 is 17. Actually, Thing kind of loses a turn, but I get the Omega Sentinel, right? It's the only way to get the Omega Sentinel, so I think this is right. I don't know how valuable Omega Sentinel is, but it could be pretty valuable. And the 2-power right is just a breakpoint that can be kind of tough for these decks, right? Ah, right now, Omega Sentinel actually hits High Evo since we have priority, which I think is fine. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this has a chance to hit Cyclops. We're covering right against the 6-drop. High Evo. I didn't even realize this got a target on it, dude. I never even noticed that before in my life. I never once saw that before. Oh my god. How have I've played this card multiple times today in previous videos. Yeah, I mean, we're covering across the field here, I think, right? This looks fine to me. Not a lot of Invisible Woman support, unfortunately. Just, you know, a couple points on the Thing, but maybe that holds. Maybe that's enough. Yeah, Omega Sentinel looks like it's actually going to hold down right, which is so sick. She-Hulk, Abomination. This is totally fine looking, right? Because it's going to destroy at least 3. Or that. Perfect. Cyclops gets hit, yeah. And then gain 2. But, you know, even Scorpion was fine because we had another 2 incoming. So, yeah, just win across the board, dude. Even held down left pretty strong because of Omega Sentinel, right? She did work. She actually won left and right, yeah. Really nice. Okay, not a Jocasta game, but I'm happy to see Omega Sentinel. This is another card I really didn't play that much. I think we just played one video, basically. All right, Black Cat's perfect. Yeah, this is the classic, fantastic first steps set here, dude. Get a Herbie in the mix, but I really want that Jocasta, of course. Hey, there she is. Nice. Okay, so Jocasta Invisible Woman is definitely a big potential line. That is a great hit for us, by the way. Potentially a great line, but let's keep in mind, right, that you know, that really only supports Havoc and Thena. Like, I'm a little worried this deck went a little too narrow in that path a little bit, you know? Like, Fantastic Card does have a few more hits himself, so he's a bit better off, I guess, but I guess you go Invisible Woman, Thena next turn. Thena goes left. You got all your stack of activates here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Thing might still be right. Thing Hydra Bob, just because Thing's kind of big, right? Oh, opponent could have a Brood to go left, by the way. I would say let's not assume that we've won right, because I don't know that we have. Do you like Omega Sentinel mid better or Invisible Woman Thena support better? Invisible Woman, again, is helping Thing and Thena, but Thing's just gaining kind of +2. I almost feel like this is better, particularly because this could hit right as well. Fantastic Heart is going to buff this a fair bit. This could hit right for like Broods or whatever. Hydra Bob contests Viv. I could actually also snap Bob right if that's something I wanted to do. This again makes Thena look pretty bad, so maybe you just go for like Thing next turn. You don't have a 1-drop to play with him. You could go Invisible Woman Thena, but why? I'm making an interesting gamble here that Omega Sentinel's better, right? I don't know if that's true though. I don't know if that's true. I think I might want to try to win right even against Brood. Like that's the crazy thing is like you know, they might play Brood again. They only get one more. Do they trust like 14 is the question, right? Because if they trust 14, snapping a Bob over there just wins, right? You activate, and you snap Bob over. Because Bob goes 9. They gain 4 from Fantastic R is 13. They gain 4 again because of Jocasta. That's 17. And then Sentinel can also hit. I think you snap Bob over and you win this game, right? I think this is how it goes, man. I hope they don't retreat. I hate, you know, having to snap into retreats, but if Bob can hold here, I mean, I'm not saying it's, you know, guaranteed or anything like that. Clearly, Killmonger or something could go wrong. Like, there's definitely some fail states here. I think this is fine, though, right? I think this is totally fine. I don't know where the Sentinel's gonna hit, but anything right's just a bonus, you know? Fantastic Heart goes off, bada boom. Cool. Sentinel goes left. That is such a sick animation, by the way. Fantastic Heart goes off again, boom. She's just hammering left, dude, but it doesn't matter. Like we said, Bob right's is the move here, and then of course Thing's gonna really clean up mid. Didn't even need it, but sick game, dude. Really cool. The Jocasta was nuts, by the way. Jocasta was worth what, like 7 here. She was worth an extra 4 here, right? Is 11. So what did I say? Like 7 and 4 and 2. Yeah. So 13 points on top of her base stats. So she was a 316 this game, dude. I will say, you know, like the Sentinel targeting didn't really make a difference, I guess, right? Like, you know, didn't really do anything as far as like, I gotta remember, by the way, this always targets the highest power, which there was a chance these were the highest power, but as we saw, not a great chance, maybe. All right, yeah, Black Cat. Nor Dimension, I mean, I guess I'm fine with some Nor Dimension hits. Yeah, I think that's okay. We have some bigger cards to play sometimes. Sometimes these 4s and 3s can get a little clunky. Might allow us to weave in Athena here and there or something. The Jin's also good Athena enablers. Oh, hey, Galactus that we stopped as well. Clutch hit, dude. Oh, yeah, Jins are going mid all day. Yep. I can just play all the big stuff. I'm going to play Herbie here, even though Jocasta is probably going to go, like, right with Fantasticar. You know, in other words, I'm missing an activate for the Jocasta, likely, but I just want to contest that Galactus right now left. So I just want to put some power left immediately. I could go ahead and do Jocasta left and Fantasticar left, but I worry it doesn't, like, give you enough upside. We could also go Thing left already. I have so much bonus energy here. Like, that's not impossible either. It's like just pretty big already. Like, you don't have to. Oh, dude, Herbie. Oh, dude, I can't activate Jocasta here. But you ever do this and just rely on the Jins and like Thing gets ahead here, starts scaling early. Herbie, I guess, is gonna be best at doubling too. Like, I'm at only 3 energy, but each turn I can play a... No, I don't think Havoc's right, is it? No, I think between Herbie doubling and Thing, you're fine. I don't think you play the Havoc. It's too much. It's too risky. No, that's not right. This is fine. We're adding, like, what, 9 here? I think Galactus goes off before Things. I think only 9 actually counts left. Shutting down that Galactus big time. Copycat is what? I didn't see. Oh, Viv is good over there. Copycat. Oh, Sentinel. That's going to hit the Thing or Herbie next turn. Oh, it's going to hit the Thing for sure. Yeah. So I actually... shoot. Yeah, that's going to suck, dude. That's going to suck. Yeah, that is going to suck, actually. Jocasta Invisible Woman's kind of interesting, though, right? With Havoc and even 2. Still have a turn to play Fantasticar Havoc next turn. So Thing's going to go down to 1. This is going to mean I don't have an Altar of Death hit easy next turn. I think this is okay, though. I'm going to play Fantasticar right. That's going to hit Black Cat and the Thing later. I don't have a Jin cycling into turn 6, I'm saying, basically. This is my last, like, Jin turn or whatever. So they might be trying to win left again this turn thanks to Omega Sentinel if they decide to activate it here, which I imagine they would. I don't know why they would. Oh, yeah, they're just playing the Galactus so he starts farming up himself. That's so sick, dude. Yeah, that's cool. Ultimate aura farm, for sure. Oh my god, 9 energy here is insane. This gives us a good way to win Altar of Death as well now. Yeah, I think it's literally just Havoc left. The problem is, are we gonna get big enough to win that? I don't think so, right? But maybe we don't need to. I guess I'm actually not that strong right if I look carefully, though, is the crazy thing. Maybe it's Havoc right, because I think I'm gonna win mid by default with Scarlet Spider. I also don't actually want to flip the Viv mid either right now, so going to 13 points is actually kind of a key break point. So this would effectively put Scarlet Spider mid, and then you have Havoc to go right, so that you can get a big Havoc to win right and mid. Yeah, I think I like this more. It does mean, of course, Thing goes off right now, which clearly not going to be great. It's going to delete a Domino or a Quicksilver. I don't think that's going to change anything for us, but I think this is how we win the game, though. Like, I'm just saying left might be too far gone. Stardust is a nightmare. Because now Scarlet Spider can't win mid, so now I have to win a tiebreaker potentially. Or I guess I could get Hydra Bob to snap mid. Oh, dude, Stardust is an absolute soul-crushing hit, honestly. Oh, we hit the wrong target for Thing, too. That is so bad, dude. Now I really wish Scarlet Spider was right again. Viv did go... Wait, I thought... Oh, this is not for ties. I forgot it's not for ties, guys. Oh, my God. We're cooked now, right? Like, I think we don't have it right. No way, because Scarlet Spider was the only way we were gonna win mid. I mean, I guess they're only up by 8 here. We're actually gaining a lot of points. Maybe we can win a tiebreaker if they can't win mid. They might have a way to win mid. I don't know, but maybe we can win a tiebreaker. Hope I did the order right there. I kind of zoned out. Oh, that hurts a lot. No, we don't win. No, that's game over. This needed points. Well, actually, you know what? This is still kind of close, I think, because it's still it's not an end of turn card anymore. No, that might be enough. Because we're up by 12 there. I'm not really gaining any points right at all. But wait, I might. How many points am I gaining left off just Fantastic Cars and Things? Not enough, right? No, not enough. It's close though. It's really close. I mean, if it wasn't for Goliath, we 100% win this game. Because look, it's 12-8. Wow, it's so freaking close. Jocasta. She's a robot. Ooh, Athena. Okay. I hope I have enough cheap cards in here for the Athena. Like, you know, 1-drops in particular can be really good to weave in with Athenas and stuff. I'm hopeful I do. But, you know, there are definitely some turns where it doesn't look that interesting. Jocasta Scarlet Spider is fantastic for Altar of Death, by the way. So that's something we definitely want to set up. Fantasticar also looking good. We can go like Havoc, Athena, Baxter Building. Bullseye is always scary. There could be Arnim Zola stuff too for this Altar of Death access, I guess. Oh, Jocasta got an emote. How fun. Black Cat Herbie, I guess. Yeah, Herbie Jocasta, and then if I don't go for my 4-drops though, I have no chance to play them, right? Like I gotta do both now if I want them both. Which sucks because I really needed this Black Cat next turn, you know? So every world where I do like that, that seems not right though. I don't know, that seems weird too. Maybe I just go Scarlet Spider and say not Fantasticar. Fantasticar is worth, like, you know, if I play Havoc and I got these three, he's worth 6 points over there, I guess. Scarlet Spider extra hits are worth 5. I don't know. It's but they go where I want them to go, into Altar of Death, I guess, is what I'm thinking about, right? Oh, Meek can also access there. Okay. So I think for that reason I like the Scarlet Spider better. Double this card's power? Do we do that now? That hits Scarlet Spider as well, and then I still activate it. That could, unfortunately, though, send the Scarlet Spider left. Like, since I haven't filled out left yet, you know what I mean? Maybe I have to wait a little bit on the Scarlet Spider. I definitely would like as many of those mid as possible. But I also really like this Herbie hit. Like, doubling twice is insane. So I don't know. It's like, when do you hit this Jocasta, you know? Hopefully the Spider just goes mid anyway. We just hit the 50-50, right? That would be the dream. Go mid. No. But Herbie got huge. Like, Herbie's 12 power now, which is great for a 2-drop, obviously. Jocasta kind of gave him an extra 6 there. And then I guess you just Havoc Fantasticar, and then, oh, opponent retreated. Nice. They must just not have hit anything great, and they might have realized the Scarlet Spider was going to contest mid, and that we were really strong left. All right, yeah, Black Cat's great. Awesome Andy, sick. I haven't really played Awesome Andy this video yet. We're 24 minutes in, dude. First game, but I like you, Awesome Andy. You're awesome. Monster Island might hit again. You know, Kid Omega is, yeah, there's just an annoying looking character, right? Like, to me at least, I don't know, maybe some people like him. To me, he just looks kind of annoying. Maybe we leave a lot of space. Maybe we stack the activates, right? For, yeah, that makes sense. In case we had a Jocasta. It's just like, you know, it's funny that he's just so annoying looking, to me at least, for, like, you know, the card that was so emblematic of Marvel Snap, a lot of Marvel Snap problems, you know. Oh, that makes Jocasta a little bit worse, maybe, but I guess it's still the best place to do it. Doubling on Herbie would be pretty cool. I guess you play a Thing left. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Thing right's maybe better, but I think Werewolf just wins right for free, doesn't it? I don't, if they want it to anyway. Assuming that it gets big enough, which I imagine it has to. I'm a little worried mid does not ever get big enough without Herbie hitting doubling, by the way. I mean, maybe Thing right with Awesome Andy with going, you know, +4 could do it, but Black Cat's also kind of in the way to potentially waste that, but also Thing doesn't destroy if you go there. Oh, there's the Herbie. Okay. We'll go double Herbie for sure. I mean, Andy, we can actually technically wait, I guess, but it's fine. Black Cat's gonna go to 9. Stuff's gonna get big left. I don't know what I'm playing on the final turn, but I guess it's just, I don't know. Havoc something. Scarlet Spider, Havoc Fantasticar, whatever. I don't know. Havoc Omega Sentinel. I mean, Invisible Woman would be better than that, I guess. I have to imagine the Werewolf wins left easy. Oh, that could be a problem. Morag. Oh, that's actually fine for us. That's okay. Demon there. Okay. Thing not going off yet, of course. Hydra Bob gets hit. Black Cat's big. Herbie is going up to 12, which is great for a 3-drop. Kind of insane output. So actually, Jocasta here was worth 4, and 6 is 10. So she's a 13 power play, basically, right? Yeah, I think we're trying to win left, aren't we? Because it's like hard. It's not. Oh no, it is impossible for Werewolf to end up there. So actually, I don't even really need that many points, right? I don't think it's possible because they can't play a guy there. So I just put the biggest card left always, don't I? And then just hope mid holds. If mid doesn't hold, does Black Cat hold here at 9? Probably, right? 9's really big. If in other words, if Werewolf goes mid to beat mid, then also it's really hard for them to bounce a lot because they're like full already almost. You know, you can't bounce Werewolf multiple times right, you know? It's only got one bounce right. If you want to finish on that, you can, but then do you ever win left? Particularly, you know, Things destroying a big card, you know? Yeah, nice. Okay, good, dude. Yeah, Jocasta here, just like good numbers, dude. Just good, honest numbers. Like nothing crazy. Herbie and Andy aren't like the home run hits that you expect, but just created some nice output. Just really good output.